has begun pestering the companies to repay the loans. But the directors of the company say they are not in any position to pay the funds.
Up to 1 million cedis, Casa Europa will be operational, and then maybe 3 to 6 months. Yes. But as we speak now, in September, we have a letter from a consultant from Exim Bank that they want their money. And they say there's no money to be paid. If the bank is not interested in the project, there are two options. Option one, for us to engage a potential investor and a partner to pay them off. Option two is to break down the assets and sell it, i.e. dispose of the huge land we have developed. And there are a lot of real estate interest. So the options are there. If Exim Bank is pushing us to that they are demanding their money as if they are not aware that the factory has not operated, there is no cash flow anywhere to pay them. They are aware because the factory has been set up and occasionally they come here. They have audited for 3 years. The external auditors of Exim Bank always come to Casa Europa. Nothing has changed apart from maintenance. So if the bank is pushing us, then the owners have no option. And we believe strongly that our assets far exceed the total commitment to the bank. Far. Because we started developing Casa Europa in 2015. And so much money was sunk into the dam and the land development, even before they came in.
Oh, for the church will be our basu. Be our basu be a michiao. Na ye be din komo. Inti se obana otimenka. Na one mama who says, he said, yeah, sound near okay. So sound near okay, I know I'm a yatunka. Okay, see the sound near. He said sound near. Inti, he said that thing say you beat me a day. I boy a homodina. Yeah, dear was here. Intimini wabaswa mekoswa na mastro say obe free adofo monti say yaba mini aba Janet Michia Baba Mohammed and I can dab the number 9 can dab Michia pa mo fan to platform ni so na yenin komo say anopanso think say we are Ghana. Yes. Intimisre pa say waba bra nebeti and sempewa yewo edimamo ewo hase. And when him say ahankwan ye did the ipso factus no ebe top no so ere edi amount inti swanya ba tena se about transnini nkomo. Okay, ebusian for you that say modern tentem pa na maba say money enkoto ebedi nkomo enkoto 101 channel no eso YouTube enti yen semre no ebesrew na afi no yen pass on yen tie de ekoso na ye di be good for mo the amount say the government's policy of friend one district one factory no enye one district one factory bio abeye one district one scam and ma pemra say ye behwehwe mu na ye de the ipso factus no egu honom de ama Ghana for na Ghana for ehu ne ebese yekire na yebeyi enioman kitinkiti bi yebeyi ne yebeda na di e de akire mo senia enkofo dodo no afa Ghana te say sebio eyi nkrase for man na omo nkoan ne nyansa omo akosuku nti no empenpi no ompese omo de ye I don't know. So mufi say ya adwene no ya tonwa deals ya ne day o. But meaning say in due course no. And for the mere fact says some of us we are here and then we have dedicated ourselves. Say bebia ensem ne wo bia ne yebekọ akohwehwe ne aba abeka akere mo no yebekọ ne yebeye sa adwuma no so de amamo. Entimia YouTube no say first time I oba so no ne a subscribe to YouTube channel no because ye koyenim no aboneyefo pi wo kwan mu a omo beye omo adwen say omo ma nokre no enko to Ghana ni na oto aba no na se nokre na ntimi andru Ghana ni ho no mu a Ghana ni be koso ayi okromfo okohwini atrofo ene emimfo no makoso ayde ayemo kandifo na se mpanyimfo e wo man no enti now ye the fact no be gu ho na de yeme yakese wo mu wo Ghana ne say that is why Madam Sophia Ekufu obetna ho say or fight for pensioners no na me say ma me na de na adwimbo mu ana Ebra na oye Chief Justice no. And tokwa bay any jumedi ben or ye de boa the ordinary Ghanaian na on the streets of Accra any Kumasi no. And her own words, or said that time no, she was gagged. And now her mouth has been on gag. Intimi busam who say nature says what you wanna say you ya okadia. And nam se wa race mu ni wa hoto so e desika no a ye di tua o kana nim se o kana kra en no kra no e bitimi aha wonti no uye din na ojiru sika ni adodode e wo amemu no mu hwi na akotena nchen de a utimi bekasa then unye leader, then unye freedom fighter, then you are not fighting for the country, you are only interested in protecting your interest, and the parochial one too indeed. But and then I made many will be a discussion, and I told my Cameroonian brother, say, the problems of Africa no, is not just because the leaders are corrupt. In as much as we see the leaders being corrupt, likewise the citizens, because the leadership, no, they don't fall from heaven. We get them from the same people. And so people are not ready to make the sacrifice. And sacrifice, I hear, mean that if you want to build a nation, if you want your nation to prosper, what you look out for is one. The sacrificial job you do is you commit yourself into the matters of the country, even at the extent of losing your very life. Se untumi mfa wo nkwa ento apaso. Untumi mfa wo sika wadaje ento apaso. Se wo pese wo di champion the cause of your country ya. Na se wo di pese wo nya development on a silver platter. I am telling you, my brothers and sisters, you would not get it anywhere. So the guy was discussing with me, their president Paul Biya is so wicked and mean, and so anytime you try to do anything to oust him from power, he will get you, put you in jail and what have you. I said, wow. There are two things if you want to see development in your country. From the top, you either get the military to take over, which we call coup. So coup happens at the top, whereas revolt happens at the bottom. revolt, bouleversement, sanya French for bouleversement, and now say upheaval, if free, emanate from the bottom, from the people. Coup starts from the top. That is the military command. No, if we say corrupt practices be a koso abanimwa na coup set in. So I ask my brother, so if the leaders, the military, who's supposed to oust the president from power, and they are not doing it, what do you do? The people got to revolt. And the answer this brother gave me was that the moment a group of people decide to go on that tangent of revolting against the government or the president, then the president always succeeds in dividing the front of the people or the grassroots. So I told this brother that if that is what has been going on, then it means that the youth or the grassroots people in the country are not ready to make any sacrifice. Because sacrifice here means you are trading any meaningful thing, any material thing that will obstruct you reaching your target, reaching your goal. Your destination is to get the president out so that the people in the country will see things the way they ought to see. But if a section of the group will take money, then look, that particular section taking the money, or the people succumbing to the promises and the deal coming from the president, are not ready to make that sacrifice. So I asked this brother, if I have $10 million and I give to you that, brother, take this $10 million and go back to your country and use this $10 million to topple the government. And I ask, can you sacrifice your life and this money and help the people from the abject poverty they have been plunged into? And he said, yes, he will sacrifice, but upon looking at his eyeballs, one could clearly read that he was only giving me an instantaneous answer. You see, who say sacrifice na amakasa na itintin no. The people are not ready to sacrifice. And why am I saying that the people are not ready to sacrifice? Mebo video biachiro. E ho na obi hu say Casa de Ropa. Din when the one district, one factory assembly shasi Ghana no. Oh, Casa de Ropa for you we, Casa de Ropa for you we. And ne Casa de Ropa for say Exim Bank na Mahama e kritima Ghana to boost the industrialization drive no. Omo chase omo to take monies omo de ma omo back. Now the executive no work Casa de Ropa company name say Exim Bank na nim so omo say dan nya adwuma bia and almost so but they are considering say company do baby see na say unya the right amount of money injected into the production we see anymore. What happens is that you either sell off your physical assets and then you diversify, you go into other investment opportunities that you think will create some profit for you. And so Emra ne kufu adomodi GD 2018 2019 no. You did not sacrifice by telling Ghanaians the painful truth. And now what betnaho and now ye did. No so distant days ago, Kevin Taylor sat on Loud Silent Media with all due respect and the affiliate platform and the main TV channel. I work Ghana or Tna so kase. There's this one company I work Ghana, it produces gas cylinders and that's a gas canisters no. solely owned by a Ghanaian. Aban ne bɛboa na ɔde sika bɛhyɛ mu na nka Ghanafoɔ no tumi atɔn na ɔmo anya sika na ɔnkɔmɔtumi scale up production no. Ɔmo anya sika na ɔmɔtumi scale up production no. Aban no etumi ama ho kwan ama a Chinese company aba on Ghana ni check profits. And you know these Ghana and Chinese companies no, they have some special backing from their government back home. Enti kan hu say already flourishing or well established for instance cylinder manufacturing company no, any wo amateur no, mo be there na mo akọ. I say Mike Tyson ni peak. Na a young chap will be afina was share some techniques boxing mo aba na person ni Mike Tyson echo. The advantage, the inequality. Na too much. And no producer, no boxing producer, and now say no one will sponsor this tiny boy to go fight a champion who is still at the highest peak and creaming off his glory. Now, a young chap, then it means that you are taking a bet that even the devil will not dare to stake. My brothers and sisters, speak the painful truth to whoever is listening to you. Whether they will take it or not, that one is not your portion. Your ability, your portion, your responsibility is to speak the undiluted truth, unadulterated truth. Let your words hit leadership. Let your words cause havoc in the minds of anyone that calls himself a leader. If you meet a leader and then you speak to the leader and the leader doesn't shake emotionally, physically, and psychologically, what it means is that you are only giving the leader grace or unfettered access to manipulate you, to use you, and to misuse you. Afe no abetena ho se munye sika kura mfantua enema moye na mote woni ye Casa de Europa and the whole member of parliament for Asante Achim North. In the video, the journalist got the name of that particular MP who stood up in the plenary and then made those unfounded statements that they had secured a contract between, I think they have access in the Canadian market and they are supplying processed plantain to the Canadian market. And this particular MP, Andy Apiakubi is the member of parliament for the people of Asante Achim North. And look at the confidence this guy was lying to the whole republic. Inside the chamber, inside the parliament house, see the confidence this NPP MP was already. Listen.
In my own question, Mr. Speaker, it is also for us to create the necessary partnerships with industry players who probably have the financial resources to want to go into industry. So, Mr. Speaker, when we have taken advantage of the internal markets within the country and the markets as created outside the country, then we can see the import and effect of the 1G1F program. In my own constituency, and we were saying that we don't have any 1D1F. In my own constituency, Asante Achim North, and in Agogo, to be specific, we have a factory that is processing plantain. Myself, I'm a plantain farmer, so I discharge plantain into the factory, and it is onwardly exported to Canada with collaboration with CISIRS, Council for Industrial and Scientific Research. We have generated a market in Canada, and our produce coming from Agogo is destined to go to the Canadian market. So if you don't have it in your constituency, it's just that you have not been able to identify the potential that your constituency has, and you have not taken advantage of the opportunities that the ministry presents. Mr. Speaker, within the various districts, we have second cycle institutions that are ready market for the produce that come from the one district, one factory. The dough that we produce in Agogo, we are serving the secondary schools in the area.
MP for the area, Kojo Bajiman, excitedly and eloquently drawing the attention of the august House of Parliament.
MP no kasa, you see, these are some of the things media houses no more ya me dwen ho amente ase. You see, Radi Yesu Christo, as a media house, you have put up this beautiful documentary to apprise the citizens of Ghana as to what is going on with respect to friends, one district, one factory. And you could not go the extra mile to get the name of the member of parliament right. And it wasn't like a live video like what I'm doing now. A recorded tape, and you could not back check. This person who just spoke is not Kojo Bajiman, it's Andy Apia Kubi, Asante Achim North member of parliament. Meticulous. I always use this word. You have to be punctilious. You can't be a punctilious or be a conscientious. Just say a leader or anyone or someone that takes into consideration details. Pay attention to details. Abba, I keep on saying that if we don't stop the playing, if we continue to play, or say if it must be done, then it must be done well. Pay attention to details. And yes, I will be baby next, redraw now, pay attention to details. Because me who video nam say man we nye Kojo Bajiman, because I don't nyesana dintie ni din the Andy Apia Kubi. And this particular man mokai ono na oba abonten a obeye de say yempamo kenoforiata. Inti wohwe asem ya all kanfa Asante Achim North say yesi plantain factory. Yes, the structure is there, but the structure has been taken over by weeds. Imura bush and now taking over. The place has been inundated with weeds in Mura. In the same nipa with confidence na original parliament kasano. Nasa akwa with a PF parliament. Na or convene any meeting, na or catch you and as a press conference. Na or catch you will say Oma take decision say ye pamo kenufuriata. Na echino e buy say yesi oma koji skenti omo ese omo mpamo no a kan hu say obi a watimi atwa entro kese de ache the good people of Asante Achim North no wokoji sika inti ne waka na no atumu akenufuriata e de ne hu ene ne yobia e de nam Ghana honom no enkofo no the problem we have no, as we speak no, it is not the minority what parliament no. The problems we have no, is all about the majority. And if indeed the members of parliament for NPP almost being Ghana one and the body be because was at least NPP 4 MPs no and kemu 10, 20 out of the 137 no and kemu 10, 20 enka se aban de wuye no me ne wonya adwen sa 10 no isolate from the majority no na se omo ka se ade a aban eyi no yempene a sa 10 no na afi no womo no aba beye soda ye de kwakwo minority ni say when you 10 from the majority no ema omo ba be ka mo ho enti mo nso mo say about this particular decision afi 136 plus 10 eba be say 146 ni ya hwe say majority na the so-called NPP for no ombetimi take position bi and as a decision bi e de ama oman na. The problem our parliament be we say is not about the minority, it is all about the majority. The fact that you are or you represent a particular constituency in the name of NPP doesn't mean that at all times you have to support what your executive is presenting before you. Then oh yes, adia, oh ye Jimmy for oh ye robot. But say 10 ba na almost say no ka NPP ho na decision be a NPP taking ni NPP nya adwen na say minority ni ko support na to aba na eko the favor of the government and na say Akufo-Addo a ho ne ebeka say sa minority no to na gijiska. Enti yemfa ne say policy bi ebeko bia no 136 no almost say enye into to aba e de atia policy no to aba he ye beto aba 1 million times enam se nkofo ne 137 no formina MP no ebeko so align itself with the NPP into 10 bia no by vote no beat the minority na ewo parliament no. You see, let's try to understand certain things. NPP political party, no, we will continue to resound this on this beautiful platform, Loud Silence Media and Koto platform, all the platforms you see us on. We will resound this statement that NPP is only interested in partisan politics. Things of national interest no emfa. NPP do not understand governance and partisan politics. NPP have taken governance to be partisan politics. They don't have the state at heart. And so they do things that will inure to their own benefit. Now, I'm so shocked and taken aback, flabbergasted. Say, miya ya this year. Could do down to what me be supposed to say, Akwana ya appointing as friends a commissioner no yes or your NPP ni no was there be and so akweti radio station so wo sunyan video no ho ye be ba them o defend the NPP political party no. And so we have a group of people almost post to and he has never been a TESCON one, whether or a TESCON or a TESCON member no. The fact is or or a well-identified NPP member, or you're someone who has ever sat anywhere to proclaim the so-called things of NPP or Nana Akufo-Addo? And the answer is yes. So they always do things they think will favor them. But let me sound this warning and caution that if any soul in Ghana thinks that NPP will win 2024 election, we are all ready to let Akufo-Addo and his cabal group, we will all, we will all help them to see the things they want to see happen in Ghana. We will help them. If any stupid individual in Ghana thinks that NPP will win 2024 election, and so they want to mass up people who do not deserve to be at certain critical positions, we are all here. We are all here. And don't let the people who are in the helm of affairs right now currently think that they can take the entire country for a ride. They should get this thing straight. And they shouldn't trade, They shouldn't be despising the leniency and the silence of the Ghanaian. And the appear could be
that government under the one district, one factory has completed a plantain factory here at Agogo, and that farmers are reaping the benefits under the project. Fact-checking has been recognized as one of the potent tools for journalists, but residents, who are mostly farmers here, decided to fact-check the claims of their MP and government. Here at Agogo, there are abundant raw materials that should make any factory that was promised farmers flourish. But the farmers here say there is no factory to cater for their needs, contrary to the claims by the MP for the area.
So Martin, I mean, video be na me monchel na no Jomahama can sembi afa omo political party no na yem fan to hu se de na asem na Mahama can no kre anase enye no kre meba.
We are not the same as MPP. We have always stood by the truth. We have not told false promises just because we want political power. We tell the people exactly what we can do for them. And when we come into office, we make our best effort to deliver exactly what we said we can do for them. It was in 2016 that MPP elevated false promises to a historic level. It was just like, just say anything the people want to hear because we want political power. But you forget that when you have done that and you come into power, the reality will catch up with you. And so today, a large group of people are disappointed with the MPP. There was a survey that asked people, what, motivated you to vote for MPP? He said, which party did you vote for? He says MPP. He says, what motivated you to vote for MPP? And one of the highest responses was the promises they made were very inviting. Today, 1v1D has become 1v1 pond. Because before the election, I said, are you digging dugouts or dams for irrigation purposes? They refused to answer. The reality has caught up. These are dugouts. In some cases, they don't even qualify as dugouts. And so when the people had the impression that they were going to give them dams for which they could do dry season gardening and other such agricultural ventures. So when they come and see that little pond, I mean, even if the cattle drink from the pond in the dry season, by rainy season, that water will be gone. And so people are disappointed. And so often when you hear them say, oh, all politicians are the same, I will show you that that is a disappointed MPP. You hear them say, oh, all politicians are the same, I will show you that that is a disappointed MPP voter. You hear them say, oh, all politicians are the same, I will show you that that is a disappointed MPP voter. That is a disappointed MPP voter. When you say, oh, I even vote again, all politicians are the same, then you know that it is a disappointed MPP voter. But I can assure them that NDC is a truthful party. We stand by the people. We do our best all the time in the interest of the people.
Asema Mahama ekaye no. Obi ene Mahama wo anu ye bi ana. Ensemfo ya Mahama hwe egu honom no. Enye no kre, enye the blatant truth. The raw truth, nothing but the truth. And what to egu from honom no. They gave very inviting promises in the 2020 build up to the 2020 election, and Mahama has shown to the people of Ghana that he is an archetypal. Because it will be archetypal politician of that nature, a quintessential politicians of our time. Asemu akwane de na no boss bia no eye adwuma. Even the industrialization drive, one district, one factory, say Akufo-Addo claim say wayempu na aye successful. The backbone of this particular policy, the Ghana Exim Bank, created by John Mahama in 2016, 2015. Or started your establishment. Na or yes, or man for her name who can be first way create Exim Bank. And any time a country thinks of creating such a bank to cater for or to look into export and imports, then that country has, I think, concluded on their industrialization plan. The guy had at the back of his mind that he was going to industrialize the country. And how do you do it? You need to get your source of funding. And so you have your idea, you have your investment or the company you want to set up. You explain to the bank, or you go there, you let them know the viability and the economic potency and economic economic viability of the company. Na omuma inspectorate assess na bibia genuine, then they pump money into it. And with a long-term mentality and a long-term plan of one, creating jobs for the teeming youth. 2, exporting the finished products for foreign exchange. And you think why the guy gave Ghana enough power to the extent that your opposition at the time was complaining that we we have excess. You were claiming, we are all making noise. Doom so. This person solved the doom so for us, gives us excess power, and then we begin to complain that he has given us excess power. What sort of group of people crying, hey, God, I'm ready, Jesus Christ? Ghana for nipa bay. Mudesumu, or nipan so be solve sumu, was solve the amount. And no solve yeno. 1 mile excess say, and one and that bino, ye be industrialization, ye media ye, that bino, ye population, any power demand, no, a costra, energy demand, no costra. We don't have to be rushing to put up ad hoc or how do you even put it? There's quick fixing plans. And so as a visionary as he is, he made sure that we had excess. Giving Ghana excess energy or electricity, that one too became a problem for him. I'm a dream on my Ghana and one, me being one in Tiasia. Dream one in Tiasia. Also, I did not. And then, Kyeremanteng, Bawumia, and the reason I didn't mention Akufo-Addo's name is simply that we didn't tell me we all call me pre-obia mandate view. Mahama, Kyeremanteng, Bawumia, omu be nipan mandate. Ni busa se kasa di ropa for munti omo.
The companies to repay the loans, but the directors of the company say they are not in any position to pay the funds.
Up to 1 million cedis, Kasa Rupa will be operational, and then maybe 3 to 6 months. Yes, but as you speak now, in September, we have a letter from a consultant from Exim Bank that they want their money, and they say there's no money to be paid. If the bank is not interested in the project, there are 2 options. Option 1, for us to engage a potential investor and a partner to pay them off. Option 2 is to break down the assets and sell it, i.e. dispose of the huge land we have developed. And there are a lot of real estate interests. So the options are there. If Exim Bank is pushing us to that they are demanding their money as if they are not aware that the factory has not operated, there is no cash flow anywhere to pay them. They are aware because the factory has been set up and occasionally they come here. They have audited for 3 years. The external auditors of Exim Bank always come to Casa de Europa. Nothing has changed apart from maintenance. So if the bank is pushing us, then the owners have no option. And we believe strongly that our assets far exceed the total commitment to the bank. Far. Because we started developing Casa de Europa in 2015. And developing Casa de Europa in 2015. 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 We started developing Casa de Europa in 2015. We started developing Casa de Europa in 2015.
So one who say Casa de Europa no and conformity to one who say na yedi Casa de Europa ba Casa de Europa no mobe started mo nyoma no 2018 ya de no. They started their thing in 2015. Hey, Ghana for na Mahama na all build or my Ghana. No wonder his people named him the builder. Building Ghana. The guy was indeed building Ghana. Anything Akufo-Addo thing that has become successful under his regime, under his in this period, no, ayetimo no, obekona Mahama ninsanifa kakrakana esasiye. Free SHS had it not been the fact that Mahama blessed the country with so many, about 46 community day schools. He expanded facilities in most of the secondary schools now, the already existing ones. Had it not been the fact that he invested so heavily in the health sector, he built a lot of hospitals, he expanded, dilapidated the dilapidated Rich Hospital, and now Oko Rich Hospital, the medical edifice now. Oh, how labyrinth, how complex. The guy was indeed building Ghana. Not all building Ghana. Kwasiafo edi nkwasiasem betugu nipa so mu. Oye, one district, one factory. Because of was stabilizing the energy issue, the doomsday issue, and if indeed one district, one factory, give thanks to Mahama for thinking in advance. Say Ghana, you best solve a problem. You creating excess power, and the people were just disturbing us. You produce energy. Meanwhile, year or two ago, what extended high we see at voltage at the free Kumasi to Burkina. Yeah, Toama Womo. That's a waba. Na o papa yiri ana one ne wo ho a o emfa say obema oni Yoruba di kan tena ye oba no abema ne pam no so onye no na oba no atimi aboa bema no ama bema no asidan bema no abiebie shops bema no aye nyoma bebre eba be ye de no enna bema ne namfo no ni abusuafo tugu oba na so just because oba no free ikru a ni kru ni free mu bi onye oni ni kru ni mo abusua baako anase omu free tribe baako mu ntino amanfo sorry tia sa oba no imrem na kire no eni di oba na ni pamo no ena okofa okru nyi ba yese obe ware no ena obe ware no na oma onwuma ni gu na oma onwuma ni gu na afedi adwuma no gu na okopesika kitua bi de be hyase na adwuma no ana enwu a onu egu no obegu no na etire osan ba no modern kakra na opesika na odi pejam a oh si ento nsanye dai ene nyom mfafre no enti obaye no fuel no ye to gallon 14 cedis 14 cedis eno be pejam a na odi kodu 90 cedis diesel 100 cedis enene etimi atene nam 60 cedis wodomo a o ka tell se waya ade waje edi miwa no oba no na oba no a opamo no o mane to fuel no gallon baako 14 cedis inti ya adwen no eda hen ya adwen na eda yetrim no ewo hen a ye de hwe nioma into the ocean, maybe NPP ni eno na wo hwe. I am here to declare and proclaim to you that NPP is indeed a property owning Democrats. They are not patriots, as their name suggests that new patriotic. They are patriotic towards their party. That's the new patriotic party. And the National Democratic Congress. National Democratic Congress. National. It means this party has the nation in mind and at heart. But the other party is new patriotic. We are no more UGCC. We are no more United Party, but we are the new patriotic party. Hey, Tali, the transition I'm a drink or phone one, I'm saying, they are patriotic to their party. And so they say to Ghanaians, they are property owning Democrats. They own property. And you think any political party that tells itself that it is a property owning Democrats will make you own property before they own? Why no per se or say Obama we di or no almost omuma obenya nyoma obenya property ahunya de into ubenya no ono na ono this idea ni bebroka who obedi kanyenya ansa na mpropro aka or the amount but decode you party ni the amount. And that is why anytime they get the chance to rule Ghana, omo fum ejapade fuga. Omo we are no omo ye say twom. Now you don't have to waste your breath on this. Free SHS wasn't any novel thing. It wasn't any new creation. It is only a constitutional mandate, and it only depended on how it was going to be implemented. Then as to why the Mahama government chose to go the day giving free education to day students, and the other people also considered giving the free education to both day students and boarding students. So what Akufo-Addo did was to add only the boarding students. Akufo-Addo didn't create any other thing. Let's get this thing straight. Namamayan think politically right. You always fall for sweet words, deceitful words from the so-called new patriotic party. They gravitate towards creation of what just within their camps. They are like the bees. The honey they are producing, the honey they are making, the bees do not make the honey for human beings. And that is why anytime you go close it and you don't protect yourself, they will all turn and begin to sting you. Edubisia, and still number not remaining 0240258269. So or opportunity so obese ofre now share wabi Mr. Mo so by YouTube no na mo hwa enipa mo hwe me o YouTube no mo do so pa but emu mako 9 pe ena etimi emia like button no ensa na ayese no a eda when so no emu 9 pe na etimi a like so by YouTube video na se now who like button no now mia so a eboa so ema eko amount for feed mo such as say and a new person be a waba has a new viewer. What I will entreat you to do, say you open up a so follow now you more political discourse. Just subscribe to this particular channel. Also, I say subscribe to the channel. Na yemfa enyamapa no enkoso amfa nso mo so it is a wo hwe me like button so me so ne like na video no tembia no mo ba mo behwe But if you don't engage yourself on the platform, no, the rich will not be as massive and powerful as we want to see. But my idea, say more timiaba, I'm here doing komo. Number no is scrolling, obi or adwin bi no person chia, obetimi afresh WhatsApp line na etwagusu no 0240258269. Intino. And now while who join or so you can join this feed and contribute something small just to push us, do the in-depth research, buy the right books, get access to the right information. You see, information be bring on more you could swing about catch them on more internet we say no. Who say a bio even PDF no be you have to pay money to be able to download and to get the right information. Young Quine Timmy fire ye Juma ye koye esika mfa ma mere and mesum on mine. And it's a what that's all fee say also bet me aboa. Na ya yet the deep research because a new money be around. So resources new hopa. We will go down to the people and get hardcore evidences for you. But Ninano Krumbeya da a few bottom. Obeya branches with through bottom. Say a corner still be cobin swift through bottom. Nya me dofo, a friend Abruanana, on a toast annual. Krumbeya da a few bottom. Your corner still be cobin swift through bottom. What you see? Inti Krumbeya da if you bottom. Obeya brantia if you bottom. So obey in-depth research and analysis if you bottom. So what Mitchell say, and then we need to serve you and serve you well. I'm gonna contribute. More show allow silence media, TV ni so or Ghana. Donation number in the that no. Any little amount you can afford. Bit me send it now the day. Or the boa and they are champion the cause of Ghana because you say ofino imu adwena yakuyi ayekwa akwwe no insu no na aboa ne dem ne no abia ne besade akwa no. What did I mention I say? So after subscribing, you have the opportunity to also join, and the contribution part in any amount, any one of them are over to me higher than no subscribe to, and then the money will be used judiciously and profitably to help build the country we want to build. And you see here, I share YouTube for no more free, into more free. Kasatintin so top onko, and a kasatintin in Sydney. Timmy so one frame ya. A poem and me free a yes and na invading me privacy. Why, I don't know, yes, so yeah, the junior home. Because intimate na ha and Kagana, a Juma and Agana ho asamonko. We also have our individual families. We have our own life issues and problems. Messimity and me, yes, casting will be our Ghana. Metihano. So they say, I need to get new gadgets to be able to do the things I'm doing so that Obabano Babeshe. I have to also work and get the right resources I made to me so the day. I had them, person dear. Minia, Medasi, wouldn't be a free.
Hello, Koto.
Senior Kwaba, Kasa.
Yeah, they are Bongrid.
Born great, Pacho Kasai.
Yeah, they have a pie. So they for us here through the coma, kind of food to oil the more. All indication shows that he's not going to give up power. 2016, 12 atmosphere is a Ghana compare man by gentle with you compared with that. But I could hold you and then was at appointments where you could easy near that in the no and give him all until Ghana for one of no more permanent, but on one year so Ghana and India, not Ghana and India and Tombo. This for Ghana for Omunyo Magdalene yet more no so almost on Tiasia, and now because of the car, no money now. Because we let them on when I say election will lose but very and yes, I just get into the Kenatana, what I make.
And yet, Minia, you say, upon Chenny, and near Chichedia, so much almost Pomuja do do. You be free the amount. Send a make a chono. They should toil with a little piece, no Ghana for enjoy. No. And so, we are back home, Techiman, Obian Kasa, into Jimmy for or Sabe Yibu. And do you know one thing? A Simbisi or my anymore. And yet, Mahama near Kufadu Naya no Moko. And yet, the opposition leaders in the Eko. You see, Samut Nyansa, now you see Nyansa as leaders are on. The grassroots, no. A lot of the people, they have nothing to lose. Obito Ekufuadwa kusiasie. Obito Mahama suko kusiasie. In the Samote Sroho, Namo ya dia muni hunse. Ibimu are reshimu, irrespective of say, where Jimmy and Nasu Nimyansano. So where Husa now ma uyene be bought or mine home. What did you see home? It'll be biasi, nipa to be free. It's here, Yafen, every mamma for you or monai, one year beautiful, no one bedroom one son obey it, you know. You'd be see a Yamia demand for a friend in Neno. A best sign Asia on this beautiful platform. Intiminia Silano. More Muslim be like na, and one or more be like none, I like it. Or more moon like in the studio. We almost see ya, or more dear. Omo buji, you know, it'll be see a crowd be a bye bye.